Quali, short Quali. We know how it is. Hadgerback was top of the last attempt. And him and Pinglon I'm expecting to do quite well. I'm probably, with the gap he had of 4/10, I'm expecting he could potentially be the leader into this race, leading them away from pole position. And looking at the chat, a lot of you are believing the same thing. However, who knows? Not everyone set a lap, and we're missing 2 people for some reason. They just decided never to join, which is why we had to wait a little bit longer. But yeah, it's looking like Shade is going to be the first one out again. Like you can see the mechanics moving about there in the garage, running at. Hopefully, we're going to need no more restarts, and all the settings are on correctly. As yeah, Shade is there, out. Rain in the race, I've just been informed of as well. So that is going to be interesting. I'm calling it now. I'm calling it now. I reckon it's going to be 4 DNFs out of 11 drivers. As Shade is the first man out here. A long way ahead of everyone else as well. Pinglon reminds you of... Oh. That's not a good start for Jane. Hadgerback is original gangster, but Pinglon reminds you of George Russell, such a safe driver. Well, we haven't seen them drive yet. However, if you're saying that, then maybe he could be a dark horse in the race, especially if he starts on the mediums. However, I'm not sure mediums is a super good choice due to the number of safety cars. Like, because there'll definitely be a safety car in the first 5 laps. And after 5 laps, you could potentially take the mediums to the end with another safety car or 2. But Hadgerback seems to have a lot of support in this Twitch chat here, so let's see how he does. If he's watching, no pressure, man. No pressure. And Shady's going to be the first to start his lap. Whoa, he's revving the car a little bit, burning some fuel. Sector 3 here was definitely... Pinglon is like prime... I think Ericsson hit us. Alright, so here comes Shade now to start his lap. Has Piano on his lane, so I'm expecting him to be rapido here. As he starts his lap. Oh, I haven't got my spectator menu stuff up. Nope, not that. There you are. None. There we go. This comes down now into turn 2. Not too back. Hadgerback has all of the support here. Everyone else is in the mud. Hadgerback is it. Here comes Jade though. About to set a sector 1 time. 33.7. I think that's alright. I'm not really sure about sector times around Russia. There's lots of people on the outlap. Only 1 person is still in the pits. And 4 people on the outlap. But so basically everyone has gone out straight away for a lap. But Shade is the man we're watching right now. The first one to set a lap here. As he comes now into the second DRS straight. Coming up to the most difficult sector here. Sector 3. Very, very difficult to get exactly right. Especially the sweeping left-hander after this little right 90 degrees corner. This corner right here, it's very, very difficult. Especially without traction control. Hadgerback can't hit the apex. That will be a problem. Well, we can watch him after Shade finishes his lap here. As Hadgerback is just on his outlap now. So here comes Shade through his last corner. Runs wide, but 1:33.1. Oof. That's a whole 2/10 off of his last lap. As now Pinglon comes through on the mediums to that 1:32.9. Again, slower than... We're setting slower times here. I'm not really sure what's going on here. Tibbs sets a 1:32.8. No. It just said he's on a 1:32.8. But Simon sets a 1:31.9. But here's Hadgerback here. The one that all of you are supporting. He's about to start his lap. There's a yellow flag in Sector 1 though. That's the one I'm going for. Track aging means... Yeah, but we only got one set of laps in on the first round as well. But yeah, times will get quicker. Right, here's Hajabak. The one with everyone's support. He looks like he might have a lot of traffic up ahead if people don't get a move on. Nicely through the second corner there. Will he take a nice tight line round here? Take as much curb as he can. Shorter than that line up. England did not have to drink this lap, resulting in a worse time. That's unfortunate. Unfortunately, he will not have the drink. He'll have to box and get that fixed. Oh, little wobble for Hadja back there. Bit trigger happy on the throttle. Now through this sweeping left-hander, you can basically floor it after the apex there and cut in. A little bit wide again, but here and now there's a yellow flag here. So there's a McLaren going slowly, probably getting out of people's way. Hopefully he doesn't restrict anybody's lap here. No, he's well out of the way. And there's a slow-moving AlphaTauri as well here, which is not good. These guys all need to get out of the way of Hajabak, otherwise Hajabak is going to be in a bit of trouble. Nope, the AlphaTauri gets out of the way nicely. And I don't think this Aston Martin is going to be a problem for the Williams driver, as he's coming through now the last two corners. Let's see what time Hajabak can set. Can he set a faster time than the 1:31.9 of Simon? He can. 1:31.7. Impressive. 10th and a half up on Simon. Simon's lap is in the 1:31s though, so Simon could be a dark horse here. England on the mediums though, with a 1:32.9. Not quite as good as his last lap, but England is still there on the mediums, ahead of a lot of people. Easy C. Proud of that lap. You're minty, right? Yeah, 1:33.3. It's not too bad. You're not last, so you can always accept that. Who's on a lap? Who's on a lap? She's on a lap here. No, he's coming in the pits. Bulgarian Ninja is on a lap here. Let's see what he can do. No, he's not on a lap. He's coming in. Everyone's coming in. He's on an out lap though. Shader's on another out lap. Where's Dopey on a lap here? Nope, he is doing whatever that is. Let's just ignore him. Let's have a look at Galaxy here. He hasn't set a lap. Or Richie. Yeah, let's have a look at Galaxy here. He hasn't set a lap in the Prancing Horse. Neither Ferraris have set a lap yet, so who knows? Jeez, confidence. We may see some lap cars here, especially if it's rain in this race. That's going to be very interesting. I wonder if any of these drivers have even a wet setup or have even practiced in the rain. I highly doubt it personally, but you never know. There could be some well over prepared people here. Here comes Galaxy now through these last two corners to start his lap. Here we go. He could have used the Williams for slipstream there. Got to get those extra MPH. Or KPH. KPH is better. KPH supremacy. As he comes now through turn 3. Okay, I think that's just a glitch there, that little wobble. He's using mediums for fun. Wait until he puts on the intermediates. Exactly. Oh, cutting it fine there with these track limits. His Galaxy. But he's looking good. Oh, he hasn't invalidated his lap. That's lucky for the man. He comes onto it now. Hits the curb, unfortunately. So, not a perfect lap, but that's to be expected. This is tier 3, not tier 1. As he goes down the next DRS straight. Coming up towards sector 3. Very, very difficult set of corners. Try not to look up through there. Didn't look up, but it did go straight on a little bit. Getting thought through there is very difficult. AlphaTauri getting nicely out of the way there. Bulgarian Ninja with a 1:53.2 must have definitely made a mistake. That is unfortunate. And now Galaxy comes through these last two corners. Last two right-handers. Comes across the line. What time he's going to set? 1:32.0. Straight up there into third. Who can we whop now? Hajabak is on his outlap, so he's looking to improve. But Simon's also looking to improve there. Runs a little bit wide. But this is Hajabak's competition right now. This McLaren here. So he runs wide again, but he's getting lucky to not invalidate his lap. As he's coming up just to the next DRS straight. The second one of two. It's a little bit on the curb, but still gets a decent exit. Not looking too bad here. Oh, that is unfortunate. Minty is disqualified. Not sure what happened there, but must have been getting out of the way of someone, which is very unfortunately. Hajabak is on an outlap, so that'll be interesting. Minty will be starting from P13. He crashed and got a disqualification. That is really unfortunate. Let's see if Simon improves here. Coming around the last corner. As he does, he goes faster by about, what's that, 700ths? 800ths? So it's close. It's very close in these top three. Only 3/10 separating them. Or roughly 4/10. So, but Hajabak has just started his lap now. Let's see what he can do. As there's 2 yellow flags here from people going slowly, letting people through. So you can't actually see how much time is left in this session. But let's see if Hajabak improves. He's got the support of the people. Can he channel it into his driving and not crack under pressure? 6 minutes left of qualifying. I didn't quite spot. I wasn't paying enough attention to see if he improved through sector 1. But it wasn't a purple sector 1, so he may be slower. I'm not sure who holds the purple sectors here. There is an Aston Martin going slow here, so hopefully he'll get nicely out of the way for Hajabak. Tib got in the way of Simon. Don't know if Simon was on a flying lap. Well, I didn't see anyone get in the way. However, it's looking like this Aston might be getting in the way. No, this Aston's got out of the way nicely for Hajabak here. But he's run wide. That's going to be unfortunate. Simon's also got out of the way of his rival. Here comes Hajabak now through the 3rd sector. Going up to the last 2 corners. See what he can do. See if he can improve. See if he can get pole position here at Russia. Arguably the worst place to get pole position at. He doesn't improve. Simon still has pole position. He went slower by 13 thousandths of a second. So close for Hajabak there. It looks like Pinglen is not going to be setting another lap. Dobie is also not setting another lap. He has invalidated. Ultra is coming in here. But does Hajabak have enough fuel to go for a second lap? Is he going for a second lap? No, he's not. He's not got the ERS. Now that is unfortunate. Who else is on that? Okay, so we have Shade on an outlap here. And she's on an outlap. Let's have a look at Shade, because between him and Pinglen, he is right in the middle of this. Literally, 1.5 tenth improvement puts him up a whole row on the grid here. But yeah, the best starting position here at Russia is definitely P3. So Galaxy is sitting pretty right now. Pinglen is going to softs. Interesting. He's still in the pits though, so we're going to watch Shade here for now. However, we will switch to Pinglen as soon as Pinglen starts his lap. Hajabak is staying home. Well, I'm interested to see what Pinglen can do on these softs. With the one, he's right in the middle of it on the mediums, which is pretty decent to be fair. That is faster on the mediums than a lot of the tier 3 drivers on the softs. Let's see if Shay can improve here in the McLaren? Mercedes. For 2 very different looking cars. Not sure how I messed that one up. Right, here we go as he starts his lap. Simon was on his lap, so Simon's set the fastest lap while being obstructed. That's impressive. So here comes Shade. See if he can improve in his first sector at least. track evolution will be at its peak right now, as Penguin is about to start his lap here. You just see him going through the third sector there. Here comes Shade. Can he improve on his third sector time? He's looking like he might have a bit of traffic here in the form of Ferrari and an AlphaTauri, as they do both get out of the way, and he is 3/10 almost up on his time, so that is impressive. Shade is on a flyer right now. He's coming through the second sector. However, Penguin has just started his lap, and I did say I switched to Penguin. So here's Penguin here, as the other Mercedes is coming out of the pits, and also Hadgerback, I believe that is coming out of the pits as well. Nicely through the second corner there. This visual glitch needs to stop. I keep thinking people are about to spin out and crash. Will it do it for every driver in the race? I hope not, because that would be horrible to watch. Hadgerback is reportedly still in the pits, but I can't see any Williams in the pits, as he's out on his outlap now with 1:33 left. So he's cutting it tight to whether he can get another lap in. I believe he will be, though. It will be only a few seconds, though, over the line that we'll have left. Every driver in the race? What do you mean by that? I'll be able to look at every driver, but I'll be looking at the battles mainly. I'm not going to be staring at someone 30 seconds back when there's a three-way driver battle going on. But yes, of course. If there's a battle going on for P11, sure, we'll watch it. But here comes Penguin now through the last sector. In the last two corners of his lap. Don't want to get Lance Strolled. What happened? We don't know who's come out in front. As Penguin comes across his lap. And he goes P4. 6/10 improvement, so not too bad. As now we look to Hadgerback to see if he can improve. To see if he can even make it over the line to improve. As Simon is actually just in front of him here. On a lap. Is Simon on a lap? Simon's on a lap and he is improving. Simon is up on his time. Let's see what he can do now through these last two corners. Can he nail them to improve, to get even further away from his rival? Yes, he can. Up to a 131.646 here. But Hadgerback has just started his lap now. With 5 seconds left, so he just squeaked over. And every driver is either on a lap or an in-lap now. Except for Minty. But he crashed. But we don't talk about that. As we look to Hadgerback now to see if he can get pole position from Simon here. The first pole position of Tier 3 ever, as Tier 3 did not run in Season 1. Simon versus Hadgerback versus Galaxy. Galaxy is only 3/10 off, so you can't count him out. As there's Simon there getting nicely out of the way for his rival again. As Hadgerback's down by 3/4 of a tenth on his first sector here. Alpha Army just warming up. Yeah, you know, I'm an Alpha driver myself, but I'm remaining unbiased. Galaxy, we're not counting you out, man. We're not counting you out. That's what I just said. Oh! As Hadgerback's out! Hadgerback's crashed! Hadgerback has crashed, and that's going to cause a huge problem for any other driver on the grid. I'm not sure if he starts P2 or last. I'm not sure what happens here. But as long as he doesn't get disqualified like Minty, he will. I think he'll be starting P2. But Dopey has gone P3. Dopey's beating Galaxy here. And Galaxy is going slow as well, so Galaxy's not getting another lap in. So Dopey has snatched, at the last second, the best qualifying grid. Damn. As Hadgerback has Mazza spinned. That's actually a Giovinazzi spin. I'm going to call that. He's Giovinazzi'd into the wall. That is so unfortunate. Just too happy on, trigger happy on the throttle there. Straight into the wall. Hadgerback is Mazza spin's girlfriend. Damn. But Simon will be getting pole position here. And Dopey will be getting P3. But that is our qualifying grid. However, there is some people still on the... Is there anyone still on the lap? No, he's invalidated. He's invalidated. But yeah, I believe that is your top 13. We have Simon on pole, Hadgerback in P2, Dopey in P3, Galaxy P4, Richie P5, Penguin P6, Lillature P7, Shade P8, Tib P9, Jerv P10, Shees P11, Bulgarian P12, and Minty in last after being disqualified in P13. There, that's your qualifying complete. Alright, we are back here for this F1 race. Tier 3 at Sochi finally happening. We now come to 5 red lights here for the Russian Tier 3 Grand Prix. And it's lights out and we're going. Away we go here. Everyone's slow off the start. Simon's super slow off the start. Hadjabak immediately into P1 there. Simon and Dopey side by side down through the first corner. Look at everyone go. There's Galaxy and Shade side by side. Shade with what a start from him. Simon's going to keep it ahead, but nearly hits the back of Hadjabak there. Runs a bit wide. And there's people around. There's Shade is round. Shade is round. He is dropped to last place. Bulgarian India is also round. As look at the mess of cars going around turn 3. It's all over the place, and Pinglan hits the back of Galaxy or something like that. I think Galaxy might have hit the back of Pinglan. Not even sure what's going on. And Galaxy's round. Galaxy's round, and 2 Alpines are fighting. Everyone going off of the track here. Hadjabak's into the lead. Richie right on the back of Simon. Look at this mess. Look how close together everyone is in this wet race. Wow, Hadjabak took the lead immediately off of Simon. Simon down to P3. A poor start from the McLaren driver. As now the field immediately starts to spread out due to the wet weather. Very, very difficult around that. Got to be very careful. As Tib and Shees are side by side into the beginning of Sector 2. Wow. What a drive. As now they're battling through this corner. Shees gives plenty of space to Tib. And Tib is through. But Shade is coming back. Shade's come back at them. And he's through on Shees. And he's trying to get through on Tibbs. Look at this man go. Why is he giving us such a horrible camera? Please give us a good camera. Shade with 2 brilliant moves there. Very well done from him. He's got to have a comeback drive. He had an amazing start. As Simon, as Dopey, what's gone on? What's happened with him? He's round. Dopey's round in the McLaren. I've done that twice now. Mercedes, but the 2 Williams looking very good here. Hadjabak in P1 for Williams and Lilicha up into P4 there. Very well done from him. Then there's Simon back up to P2, but 2 seconds off of Hadjabak. Hadjabak is rapid in the wet here. It's looking like he must. Very, very well done from him. As Shade is looking to maybe catch and pass Jerv here, as he's on a comeback drive of a century. Galaxy is looking at Minty though here. That no moves have been made into turn 1. As there's 2 people in the pits, Dopey and Bulgarian both in the pits there, probably for wing damage, which is unfortunate for them. But these people are very close together. Tib going very wide round turn 3 there. There's some, I don't know why it's showing us a predicted strategy again. But there you go. 0 stop predicted, but there'll definitely be some broken front wings here. As everyone running wide in turn 4 there. And probably in turn 5 as well, there'll be plenty of people running wide. Yeah, as expected, plenty of people running wide. Potentially lots of penalties in this race, I'm not sure. But yeah, hopefully there'll need to be no restarts in this race. That'll be very unfortunate. There's never been a restart in a race, so hopefully this will be no different. So Galaxies are looking to put lots of pressure on Tiv here. All these drivers here seem to be very close together. See if he can make a move into the beginning of Sector 3. I don't believe so. That would be very, very risky. Don't want to risk having a front wing broken, especially in the wet. Because I crashed out in my Tier 2 race because I had a broken front wing in the wet. However, I was also running balanced setup, which was horrible enough. And then the rain came, and then I broke my front wing, and I just crashed out. Very unfortunate, but we move. As Shade is putting so much pressure on the Alpine of Jerv, he's going to look down the inside as Hadjabak sets the fastest lap, unsurprisingly, and it's looking like Shade might have the move done in the last 2 corners. Yes, he does. Up into P6 for Shade. Pinglan looking on the back of Lilicha, though. Let's see what he can do here. Right on the back. He might look to dive down turn 1 as he's going for the move on the straight. Glitching all over the place here. Outbrakes the man. Makes it to the apex. And makes the move nicely in the braking zone there. I don't think Lilicha will be able to fight back from that. That was a very, very solid move there. As Galaxy is right on the back of Tib here. But unfortunately, he's probably not going to be able to make a move into turn 4. Yeah, as he runs wide there. Tib is also running wide, though. But yeah, Hadjabak is controlling this race ahead of Simon. They seem to be maintaining a nice 2.5 second gap here. And then there's a whole another 3 seconds to Richie. The field is really starting to spread out. As Simon gets a 3-second time penalty. Already, it's only been 3 laps. Wow, that's impressive. As Lidicher is still on the back of Pingun. Oh, nearly loses the back end though. Trying to get the power down a little bit too early there. Let's try not to have any crashes. So far, I'm very impressed how there's not been any DNFs right now. But there has. Bulgarian Ninja has pitted twice now in 2 laps. So that's interesting. That's an interesting tactic. Maybe he's trying to test how many times how many front wings does Ferrari have for him to replace his current broken one with. He's just testing the bank account. As Galaxy's still on the back of Tib here. Definitely going to be trying to look for a move into turn 1. It's going to be interesting though. Through this very tricky left-hander, Tib goes wide and Galaxy's through with ease there. Oh, as 2 Alpines have swapped places there. Not sure what happened. They must have. That's definitely some team talk in there. Hadjabak sets another fastest lap, and Simon's dropping back now. 3 seconds the gap is to Hadjabak. Hadjabak is well and truly controlling this race. I'm not sure what Bulgarian Ninja's doing here. He's looking to get lapped already. World record for fastest lap. For fastest lapping, sorry. As the field is getting nicely spread out, but they're still close together. So you never know. 1 safety car, and that Hadjabak's lead, and Simon's lead in P2, as it all comes crumbling down. Pinglen in P4 here. Had a good start from him, from P6 to P4. Richie as well. I think he started quite far back. Let's have a look. I believe you can get detail of position changes. Oh! As Dopey's had a bit of an issue, I believe. Yeah, just a spin. As we can have a look at the position changes here. Yeah, she's actually up 4 position. Galaxy down 5. Poor from him. Unfortunately, I'm beginning to count Galaxy out here. And Dopey's down 9 positions. Damn, from the unexpected qualifying of the man down to P12. Very unfortunate. And 36 seconds behind due to the pit stops. But here's she's with 4 positions gained. Very impressive from him. Simon, unfortunately, lost the most important position right off the start with a very poor start. But he's doing good. But currently, I'm very impressed from all the drivers how well they're maintaining it on the road here in the wet at Russia. I'm very impressed. Very good driving from all of them. It's getting a bit out of shape there for Shade, but impressive control to hold it steady and just a nice little drift round that difficult left-hander. As Hadjabak sets another fastest lap. Maybe the conditions are improving. It is looking to be raining less here. I don't know if the rain is ever going to stop, but it does appear to be raining slightly less on the forecast. But everyone knows about F1 2021 and its visual glitches for wet weather. So you never know. It can be looking fully wet, but dry tyre conditions. However, that is definitely not happening here on these full wet tyres. So we're looking at Shade here still. He seems to be the closest to anyone else on the grid. But Galaxy's still looking at the back of Jerv, unable to get close enough to make a move into turn 1. But here's your man of the hour, Hadjabak, well and truly taking the Twitch, just the Twitch chance to ride. As Shade's made a move on Illicher there, unexpected, but maybe Illicher made a mistake. But yeah, Shade back up into P5, recovering from his early spin in turn 2. Very good recovery drive from him so far. But now there's a big gap from him to P4. And then an even bigger from P4 to P3. And then an even bigger from P3 to P2. And then a 3-second gap from P1 to P2 here. As Hadjabak taking in the energy from the crowd. Of the crowd favourite of the Twitch chat. Is well and truly controlling this race. Surprisingly, no safety car. I'm so impressed how there's not been a safety car. I mean, Bulgarian Ninja is trying to join in with the race. I think he's pretending he's leading this race. by being ahead of Hadjabak. But if he's not careful, he's going to get hit with some blue flags. And going to be the first lapped car of this race. Simon with the only one with a penalty there. And she's closing in on Lilicha there. Common Dopey. Unfortunately, Dopey doesn't seem to be closing the gap too much. To Minty. But she's closing up on Lilicha. Lilicha may be struggling a little bit here in the wet. Got a very good start, but he seems to be getting caught up by many people. Galaxy still on the back of Jerv. Unable to make a move here. Just unable to keep it close. Get it close enough. Yeah, as he's over a second back with no DRS. Nothing's happening here. Nothing's happening with Shees as well. So way too far back. Spun same corner as me. Wow, there's been so many spins. So many spins. But no safety cars. No one's put it in the wall, which I think is very impressive. It does look to be brightening up a little bit. And a dry line is definitely forming. So faster and faster lap times will be coming through. But here's Hatchback still controlling this race, slowly closing up to Bulgarian Ninja. Bulgarian Ninja is looking good though. Imagine if Bulgarian Ninja was leading this race. It would be so much more interesting. But look, it looks like he does have the pace to lead, but unfortunately, he's in last, which is unfortunate. But he does have the pace, so maybe one to look out for in Hungary. But you never know, the pecking order could look completely different in Hungary. Completely different. As this is looking to be a nice close battle, as Galaxy is close to Jerv, and Jerv is close to Shees. And Shees is close to Lilicha. This is definitely the midfield pack. And Shees is right in the middle of it. Shees is gonna definitely want to make a move on Lilicha soon, as his Alpine teammate is closing up, and Galaxy is closing up on Jerv as well. Only 3/10 away. Now he just needs to maintain this close gap all the way up to turn 1 to hopefully make a move. But the two Alpines, as Jerv does run wide there, makes a little mistake, maybe feeling the pressure from Galaxy there, as Simon receives another 5-second time penalty for going in the pits. Simon's in the pits. What's happened here? Why is he pitting? Is he going for inters? Simon's going for inters. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a race. Simon is on inters. Fortunately, he got the 5-second penalty, but everyone's coming for inters. But Hatchback has stayed out on the wets, and so has Richie here. So this is interesting. Wow, let's see how much time Simon can gain on Hatchback, as Hatchback is probably kicking himself at how everyone has pit for inters. And he's sliding around there, maybe struggling for grip on these wets. And Sheets is also not pitted, and these guys have not pitted here. But Simon could potentially make a big inroad on Hatchback here, depending on how good these positions. And yeah, he's nearly 7/10 down in Sector 1 alone. So yeah, it could definitely be Inter's time now. Wow, and he spun! Hatchback spun, and luckily thanks to reduced damage, it doesn't look like he got any damage, but Hatchback has spun. So that's going to be great for Simon here. Simon could potentially be in the net lead as Galaxy gets a time penalty. Galaxy is all over the back of Shees now, but and now look how much time Hatchback lost in that spun. He was 11 seconds ahead of Richie, and now he's only 5 seconds. He lost 6 seconds in that spin, but this is definitely Inter's weather now. Look at how the track is. There's no standing water puddles. That's how he definitely knows Inter's. And Richie is 2 seconds off his best wet weather time. This is 100% Inter's weather. So Simon there pulling the trigger at the perfect time. He is suddenly in a very good point, and he is going fastest. Purple sector 2 there. So this is just showing that Hatchback has unfortunately made a mistake by staying out. Here he comes into the pits. Hopefully he does not need a wing change. But Simon with his 5-second penalty there would have had a slow pit stop. But Hatchback's spin might have been enough to put Simon into the lead. As here he comes now, round these last 2 corners, and everyone in front of him should be going into the pits. I said no, an Alpine is staying out. I think that's a mistake. I think he should have double stacked, because it's going to definitely be potentially even slower to stay out, because F1 2021 did sort out their double stacking problem. And here comes Simon now into the lead of this race. Wow, with a huge lead over Hatchback. Absolutely huge lead. That undercut worked perfectly for him. However, he does have a 3-second time penalty, I do believe. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at the penalties. 8 seconds of penalties. He didn't serve his 5-second penalty in the pits. Wow. That is unfortunate. Jerv, they're the only man left on wets. And Dopey as well, still on wets for some reason. Not sure why he would do that. But yeah, Simon now suddenly looking good, with except for his 8-second time penalty. But Jerv is actually causing him a little bit of a problem here. Would have definitely lost him a little bit of time. Wow. This is an interesting story here. How far back is Hatchback? Hatchback is... Wow, Hatchback is so far back on Simon. He lost so much time. This is impressive, but Simon just needs to keep his cool and hold this lead. But the question is, will it go to full dries? And people who put on wet setups will then suddenly start to struggle. And Hatchback might have a full wet setup on from how fast he was. But Hatchback is looking to get past Richie here, as he got overtaken by Richie in the pits. I swear Hatchback was ahead of Richie. Yeah, he was. So Richie jumped Hatchback in the pits. That's interesting. Literature maybe held up Hadgeback there in the pits. Maybe they double stacked or something. But Hadgeback looking to get past Richie. He does not want to get held up in this traffic. No, not dry as yet. It's definitely not dry as weather. You see what kind of time Simon sets for this lap here. But the rain is definitely not stopped. There's definitely still rain. Yeah, 1:47.6. I believe that's multiple seconds faster. Jerv spun. Jerv has spun. That is unfortunate. And he's going in. He must have damage. As look, everyone is setting faster laps. A second faster than Simon. Simon maybe made a mistake. Or it's just the track is drying up so quick. Wow. And he's in the pit, so he must have wing damage there. Oh, no, he's on the... Oh, he's on the wets. So fair enough. He was kind of out of contention anyway. But yeah, Hadgeback really needs to make a move on Richie. Richie's doing a really good job. But Simon gets another 3-second time penalty. The plot thickens further. As Shade actually has made his way into P2 here. But he also has a time penalty. So Pinglen, suddenly, everyone was kind of doubting him. Doubting his ability after only qualifying P6 on the softs. He is actually potentially looking really good for this race win now, with Simon having such massive amounts of penalties. If we look at how many penalties he has, 8 seconds of penalties. Wow. That is unfortunate for the man. He may be feeling the pressure out in the lead of this race. But Pinglen now suddenly looking very good ahead of Richie and Hadgeback. Richie is doing such a good job at defending Richie. Shade does have 3 seconds of penalty as well. But Pinglen really needs to get past Shade and chase down Simon. Or Simon just needs to hold this 10-second gap to Shade. He's doing a pretty good job now. But it's looking like it could potentially be getting even drier. If it does go to full dries and Simon gets a good trigger on the pit time. Leading the race, that is the most difficult thing to do. Because you want to play it safe and not pit too early. But Simon now sets the fastest lap. 1:46.6, so the track is still getting faster and faster. Because that was an extra 2 tenths on the last fastest lap. As Pinglen is right up close to Shade now. This is interesting. Hadgeback sets the fastest lap. But Hadgeback is in front of Richie. Hadgeback overtook Richie. I missed the overtake. But now Hadgeback is chasing down Pinglen, who is stuck behind Shade. So Hadgeback back up to P4 now. Looking to make a nice charge after getting unfortunate in that pit stop window onto the intermediates there. As Galaxy is looking to get past Shees now. The Ferrari versus Alpine battle is back on. But unfortunately Galaxy one's wide there. So probably not going to be looking to make an overtake until the next lap. But yeah, Pinglen, it seems to be getting stuck behind there. You can see Hadgeback now lurking in the background behind Pinglen. Pinglen is definitely going to be watching his rear mirrors. Hadgeback is closing up quick. Already down to less than 2 seconds. And Pinglen really needs to try and get a move done on Shade. But Shade also will want to defend as much as possible here. Unless he wants Pinglen to do well. You never know, he might. But you know, the Williams and Mercedes partnership might be looking to have a little bit of a quick, you know, quick little team play between the two engine providers. 17 laps to go. Yes, can definitely dry up or the rain can get stronger. You never know. A long way left of this race. Still not even halfway and so much has happened. And still no safety cars in this Tier 3 race. So far, both Tier 1 and Tier 2 started dry and had so many safety cars. And there hasn't even been much dirty driving at all. It's been very impressive. I haven't seen anyone push anyone wide. No one's spun from contact. Like, there's been... The FIA is going to have nothing to do after this race, it's looking like. I haven't caught anyone stream. As Hadgeback sets the fastest lap, multiple tenths faster than Simon. So Hadgeback is well and truly on a charge now. He's well and truly looking to regain all of that lost time. But Simon is currently looking good. He's pulled us another second on Shade. So it's looking good for him. Pinglen still unable to overtake Shade. And Hadgeback really closing up to Pinglen here. Yeah, the Tier 3 practice race I heard was an absolute mess. I was expecting to come in here and have to waffle between... I know, why is Tier 3 way better? I don't know. Oh, ghosting's on. Ah, fair enough. That will help. But no, we expected a lot more crashes. And reduced damage as well. Tier 2 was pretty good. Tier 2 was pretty good. As Hajibak sets another purple sector. Really, really chasing these men down. As Penguin is getting dropped a little bit by Shade here. Hajibak is now closing in. Hajibak's now closer to Penguin than Penguin is to Shade. Definitely going to be hoping to close up quick enough to make a move maybe into turn 1. Or for Penguin to make a mistake. Simon is extending his lead slowly but surely. Maybe a 10th or 2 per lap here. But, however, he's not going faster than Hajibak. Hajibak is catching. As Hajibak is looking to set another fastest lap. As he's a 10th up on his previous fastest lap of the race. So maybe either conditions are still improving or people are just getting more used to it. As Hajibak now is right on the back of Penguin. And Penguin is right on the back of Shade. This could end up being a very, very nice 3-way battle. 5 tenths a lap. Was 10.3, now 11.7. Oh, yeah. Tier 1 at least should not have much safety cars, even though one gave me a podium. Yeah. Well, it is what it is. As Hajibak is getting held up now, you can see the dirty air is affecting him. But now we're looking to have a nice 3-way battle for P2 and 3 of this podium. Hajibak is really going to be hoping to make both overtakes. Safety car almost gave you a podium. Yeah, and then you DC'd, mate. That was unfortunate. I saw that. Hajibak right on the back of Penguin now. Going to be definitely make a move, maybe into the beginning of Sector 3. Shade defending for Simon. Maybe. You know, yeah, all of these are Merc-powered cars. So this is going to be interesting, but Williams is also Merc-powered. Safety car giving many people podiums, apparently. Damn. But yeah, look at this 3-way battle now in the wet. But yeah, it's looking like the rain's slowing down even further here. So it's going to be interesting whether it will make it to dry conditions or not. Right, here we go. Hajibak could make a move here, but no, I think he's too far back. 5 seconds off. As Shees gets the 3-second time penalty while trying to defend from Galaxy here. That's interesting. Galaxy has not been able to make many moves at all this race. As Tib also gets a 3-second time penalty. Very unfortunate for him. But Hajibak really looking to make a move. He needs to stop getting held up by these two. Shade doing absolute wonders for Simon right now. Do you think dries are on the way? They could potentially be on the way. Oh, wait. Nah, I thought Rain had stopped there. No, Rain is still going. But Shade is doing an absolute wonders for Simon. Holding Hajibak and Penguin beautifully. So Simon is very, very, very comfortable up ahead. As Richie gets a 3-second time penalty. Unfortunate for him. Time penalties all starting to come through now as we're halfway through this race. Another 50% of this 50% race to go. As Shade defends from Penguin. Hajibak not close enough to make a move on Penguin either. So Simon continues to make headway on Shade. I'm Crieps in Discord. Alfa Romeo driver number 27 crashed out, but my teammate got P4. Very proud of him. Oh, as Hajibak's making the move on Penguin. Looks to have a look, but can't make the move. Oh, but Penguin is slow. Through turn 5 that is, and Hajibak is through. So now only one car and then 14 seconds separates Hajibak from the lead of this race. But Shade will be looking to defend here and defend his P2 so much. But the clean racing here is through the roof. I'm so impressed on Tier 3. I was expecting dirty driving, safety cars, but no, this is beautiful racing here. As Hajibak's really looking to make a move on Shade. I don't think he's going to be close enough here to dive down. Oh, he's looking to make a move around the outside there. That would be very impressive. But he's also looking to make a move around the outside here. But no, not quite. However, he is definitely close enough to maybe have a look into turn 1. However, Penguin is still there. Penguin's still right on the back of Hajibak in this 3-way fight. Wow, I'm not going to jinx it. Oh! Hajibak looking to make a move, but Shady with some aggressive but good defending as he runs very wide there. But doesn't make too much of too much gains from going outside. Penguin's definitely going to be looking to make a move here. But no, Penguin is too far back. But Hajibak is going round the outside on the straight. Dobik gets a 3-second time penalty. That's unfortunate for him. But Hajibak now up into P2. Can Shade fight back? Shade is fighting back as Hajibak has to run wide, but I think Hajibak has made the move. Hajibak's made the move, and now Penguin's looking to pick up the scraps. Yeah, Pinglen is going to get through on Shade. Shade unfortunately losing out on both positions. Oh, and Shade's in the wall. How is that man not out of this race? How is that not a safety car? Reduced damage really coming through clutch for this man as well. And now Richie is on the back of Shade as well. Shade is all over the place, getting done left, right and centre as Richie makes a beautiful move down the inside of turn 5. Shade has dropped from P2 to P5 in a matter of 3 corners. That's unfortunate for him, and he's running wide all over the place. He might have front wing damage from that incredible impact into the wall. And now Hatchback is here to chase down Simon. The chase begins for Hatchback now. That was some intense racing. He's already pulled his second and put 1.2 seconds on Pinglen. Hatchback is unbelievably rapid. 15 seconds back. However, Simon has 8 seconds of penalty. Don't remember. 8 seconds. That is so many. That's unfortunate. However, if there is another pit stop, Simon will serve that 5-second penalty in the pits. So that will remove it, but it will also cause the closer racing. But it's looking to get even drier. Has the rain stopped? It's looking to me like the rain may have stopped. I can't see any rain on my screen, so it's going to go to dry soon. The question is, who will pull the trigger first? Simon, Hatchback, or Pinglen? Because Pinglen is still in contention for this. Pinglen has no penalties, so you can't count him out. Pit now. But no, Hatchback set a purple third sector there, so the track is getting faster, but I believe people will pit now as Shade is into the pits. Is Shade onto softs? Shade's onto mediums here, but I was also having a wing change, so that may be the best time for him to have a wing change. Shade could suddenly be back in this race. The wing change won't help him out, but he will be absolutely flying on those mediums against everyone else, as Simon will be definitely looking to have a pit, as I believe Bulgarian Ninja has been lapped there. And oh, there's been a spin there for Alpine, who is spun. Oh, it's just Jerv. He's well back. But yeah, Simon gets another 3-second time penalty. Oh, no. This is going to be interesting. Everyone's going to be looking at Shade to see if he is fast or not. But no, I believe it is definitely time to pit. Look at this track. It's basically dry. There's no rain. And 15 laps. This is almost the pit stop to pit to mediums. There's almost a pit stop to pit to softs. The question is, will people risk it on softs or will people risk it on mediums? It has gone wrong for Simon here. These penalties are going to lose this race for him. This is so unfortunate for the man. But look at them sliding through that corner there. Look how slow they're moving. Look how slow they're moving. They're definitely going to be going in. But will they be going on softs or mediums? Oh, and the Ferrari's round. Simon stays out. Simon has gone for another lap here. Wow. Wow. What does Hatchback do? Does Hatchback come into the pits? Does Hatchback pit? Hatchback stays out as well. Pinglen stays out. Everyone's staying out. What is Shade doing? How's Shade performing? It looks like he's losing time to Minty, actually. Maybe it's not time to pit. Maybe the drivers do know better. The drivers know better, apparently. It looks like it's dry conditions, but no. It's not time yet. It's not time. The drivers have come through clutch. And they know their conditions, but please don't tell me he's pitting onto... No, he's pitting onto mediums as well. Drivers are also onto mediums, but that is because they had wing damage. So drivers look like they do know better at the moment. But Hatchback is making big inroads on Simon now. As surely due to penalties, yes, Hatchback is almost in the net lead of this race. Due to how many penalties Simon has. How unfortunate for the McLaren driver. But it's looking like Williams may be on for a win in this equal performance league. If this wasn't equal performance, I would be absolutely screaming from how good Hatchback is performing right now. And screaming from how poorly Mercedes are driving. As there is actually no Red Bull drivers in this race. I have just noticed there's no Red Bull drivers. Wow, that is unfortunate. And yeah, Shade is still slow, but he's not losing time to Minty anymore. So that is interesting. Will Shade stay out? That is the question. Will Shade stay out? Will Shade out, or will he pit back in? He won't pit back in. Will Simon pit in though for the softs? Or will he go for another lap to make sure he can pit in for softs? No, Simon is coming in. Simon is pulling the trigger. Here we go. Soft time. Hopefully he's pitting for softs because you can definitely make softs to the end of this race. But Simon gets another 5-second penalty. Oh no, it's all gone wrong. Minty gets a 3-second penalty, so Hatchback is in the net lead of this race from penalties alone. So here he comes, he's not going to risk it. DRS is enabled, so even the FIA are thinking, and Pinglin's in, everyone's going to be coming in. But Simon's onto mediums. That is interesting. What is going to be Hadgerback and Pinglin going to be pitting for? I believe Hadgerback will probably be pitting for softs. Yeah, Pinglin is pitting for softs. Hadgerback's pitting for mediums. Pinglin is the only one pitting for softs. Wow. So he is going to be rapid compared to these guys. Mediums will be stronger at the end, but not by much. It will only be like the last maybe 3 laps pushing it that mediums will be stronger. Because this is the actual pit window. If you start on mediums, lap 17 is the pit window for softs. As yeah, Simon gets a little bit squirrely, but everyone thinks it's time. Look, everyone's on softs. Most people on softs. These people on softs are going to be able to make it to the end easily. Shade sets the fastest lap, showing its time. Shade's up to P8 here, but that's all. Shade is only up to P8. Unfortunately, he's lost a lot of time. Yeah, softs are definitely better for this condition. So, Pinglin has definitely made the right decision. Will he be able to keep it with Hadgerback, though? With how fast Hadgerback is, will Pinglin be able to keep it? Will Pinglin be able to come through for a win? Now he's on the softs instead of the mediums. He just has to make sure he doesn't get penalties. But Hadgerback is also the same. Simon, though, how many penalties does this man have? 11 seconds. He's in net P3 right now. Net P3. Wow, that is unfortunate. Just from penalties alone. How unfortunate for my man Simon. As Shees gets another 3-second time penalty. The only people without time penalties are both Williams and the Alfa Romeo or Pinglin. But if Hadgerback or Pinglin get a 3-second time penalties, it's going to have a massive impact. But yes, Hadgerback versus Pinglin definitely. But Pinglin is not making the gains I would expect softs to mediums right now. Hadgerback has the pace on these mediums to keep ahead of Pinglin. So Hadgerback with impressive pace throughout this whole race, apart from his one spin for pitting too late onto the inters. But he's recovered so well. But Simon just needs to keep his pace. He needs to keep fast enough ahead of Simon. So Simon's going to have to really, really go for it. So he's got enough for P3. Okay. So yeah, he have enough for P3. So Richie is 8 seconds back. But it's if Simon can get, if Pinglin gets P2 or Simon gets P2 right now. The Shade sets the fastest lap again. That's impressive, but everyone else was on their outlap. So yeah, but Pinglin is not making inroads on Hadgerback at all. He's just staying 2.6 seconds away. Yeah, as it's the FIA don't have much to do. Many reports for what? No, don't. Oh no, there won't be many reports. Yeah, you don't use a semicolon there. But yeah, no. It's looking like Pinglin can't keep it with Hadgerback. But Simon is also pulling away from Hadgerback on these mediums. Wow. So maybe Simon can pull ahead. Yeah, fair enough, man. But Simon, maybe he's pulling a little bit of time on Hadgerback here. So that means he might be able to pull it far enough ahead to keep P2 ahead of Pinglin. But wow. This is going to be an interesting last 9 laps here. There's no close battles. Galaxy is on the back of Shees though, and he has DRS. We have DRS now, as Jers sets the fastest lap, 1:38.1. Interesting. It's quite slow. Oh, Simon goes 1:36.9. It's a bit better. Bit better. Bit more to pace. Can Pinglin or Hadgerback set a faster lap? No! Simon is setting the fastest lap. Simon is the fastest man on circuit, out in front. So that is interesting predicament here. As here, Galaxy is going to definitely be looking to have a look on Shees now. Galaxy sets the fastest lap thanks to DRS. 1:36.5. As he's looking to have a move already. He's looking to go past without DRS even open. As there you go. Galaxy makes the move on Shees. So Galaxy is now going to be chasing down Richie. As there is no one else in DRS range currently. Pinglin is closing a little bit up to Hadgerback actually. Maybe Hadgerback made a small mistake. But no. They've caught up 3/10 now. However, it's definitely not enough, as Galaxy has already pulled enough time to be out of DRS from Shees there. Now he just needs to see if he can catch up to Richie. Still might be affected by rain. 1:36.1. They're definitely all improving. Dopey is on softs. That's interesting. Pinglin gets a 3-second time penalty. Oh no! Suddenly, Simon is looking very good for P2. After that 3-second time penalty, he just needs to keep pulling a little bit of time. 8, 3, and then another 3 seconds. Wow. Pinglin's going a second, 1.2 seconds faster this lap. So Pinglin's really making inroads, but he's still slower than Hajabak, it's looking like. And Simon is still quicker than Hajabak, as Joe gets another 3-second time penalty. But Simon here sets a fast lap, 1:34.7. So yeah, the rain was probably setting, like having effect on the laps. Yeah, Simon is suddenly looking like, if he can put in up to 11-second gap, he might still be able to win this race. With 7 laps left of this race, pulling the time he is on Hajabak, he's pulling, I think, maybe 5/10 a lap. He can do this. Simon could do this if he can keep this pace over Hajabak. If he can keep this up, Simon can do this. But his red light is flashing, and Hajabak's is not. Simon is pushing on ERS. Simon has 11 seconds of penalties, and Pinglin has 3. But wow, this is interesting now. Simon gets another 3 seconds of penalties. Suddenly, Simon's hopes have gone down the drain. It's now going to be so difficult for Simon to get P1 here. Wow, that is unfortunate. Well, Simon has bottled it. But he is still going faster. He's setting up purple times. He's trying his best, but his red light's flashing. He's low on ERS, and he now has 14 seconds of time penalties to his name. 14 seconds. Wow. That is so unfortunate here. So unfortunate. No, but he has got a 9-second gap. He only needs to go another 5 seconds. He needs to pull 5 seconds. Yeah, I know. He got 10 seconds from the pit stops alone. He could be dominating right now. He could only have 9 seconds of penalties, and it could be incredibly close, and he could be really on for good. But Pinglin's closed up actually a lot to Hajabak. He's closed up a second. Pinglin's finally got his soft switched on, and he's closing up to Hajabak. Hajabak is struggling on these mediums. Maybe Hajabak does have a wet weather setup. Hajabak must have a wet weather setup with how much time he's losing on these dry tyres, which would explain how fast he is. As Galaxy now is looking to make a move on Richie, but Richie is fighting back here. Both their lights are blinking, so both of them are using plenty of ERS. But Galaxy looks like he's going to be in front. He just needs to pull in and take the inside line for this turn 3. And yeah, he has made the move on Richie. Galaxy making lots of progress now, up into P4. Unfortunately, he's not going to be able to go faster. Dopey sets the fastest lap. Dopey is the fastest man on circuit. So he's looking to take away the extra point from Simon here. But he's out of the points, so he won't get the extra point, unfortunately. But if he can catch up to Minty and get in the points, then he can have 2 points instead of 1 in P10 there. Simon, though, is looking to try and desperately pull time on Hajabak, but it's not looking good for this man. It's not looking good with 14 seconds of penalties, which is very unfortunate. And Pinglin is losing time to Hajabak again, though, so whatever happened with Hajabak, he must have made a mistake. As Richie's right on the back. Richie's back through on Galaxy there, through the DRS straight. Both of them are very low on ERS, though. So this is an interesting little battle here. Let's have a look at the time penalties, though. Does it even matter with the penalties? No, it doesn't. Oh, they're all on 3 seconds. So this is for position here. This is for legitimate positions. So this is interesting. This is an actual battle. As neither of their lights are flashing anymore, so they both saved enough ERS. As here comes Galaxy. Can he get a good exit? Yes, he does. He gets a nice good exit. And Richie's lights are flashing, so Richie has low ERS. Galaxy has DRS now open, so he's going to definitely make a move here, probably before the corner. Even hit. I'll keep the details up on penalties for you. There you go. There's the penalty details. 14 seconds for Simons, as Shees gets another 3 seconds. So he's going, unfortunately, he's going to drop very far. He's going to drop down to P9. With his penalties, it's looking like. Maybe only P8, because Shade does also have 3 seconds. But yeah, Galaxy and Richie having a nice ding-dong battle with these DRS straights. The question is, can Galaxy escape from Richie's DRS? Or will Richie be able to hold Bulgarian? As Bulgarian Ninja gets another 3 second time penalties. This race has gone horrible for Bulgarian Ninja, down in P13. Pit 3 times or something like that. As Galaxy has dropped Richie from DRS, but Richie might have just got DRS. Let's have a look to see if this DRS flap opens for Richie here. Yes, it does, but again, he is low on ERS, so he might not make many inroads. Is Galaxy also low on ERS, so that is the question. Galaxy's also low on ERS, so Richie has only just managed to come through and stay in contention with Galaxy. Only just, though. But Shees is looking to close up and get in the party. Even with his 9 seconds, he will still be looking to cause Richie problems. But Galaxy has pulled ahead, far enough ahead to get out of DRS here. But there is 2 more corners before the DRS detection point. Can Richie get in close enough, or will Galaxy have finally escaped from Richie's wrath? Yeah. Galaxy has escaped. No DNFs. I know. I predicted 4 DNFs. In full wet. No DNFs. No safety cars. It's impressive. Well, earlier Shade should definitely have had a DNF. If it was not regular, it would definitely have been a DNF with how hard he hit the wall. He got saved by regular corner cutting. But no, by reduced damage. But if there was a safety car, it would be disaster for Simon. It would be horror time. Because that would put him so far down the order from his time penalties. But he is still pulling on Hatchback. He's now up to 11 seconds on Hatchback. So it's close. This is close. Wow. Can Simon do it? It would be the story of the night. Hatchback looking so fast in the race as Richie's made a mistake. Oh yeah, Richie is 3 seconds away. And Shade is now on the back of Richie. However, She's would need to pull 3 seconds to get Richie. As Richie's really struggling here. Constantly low on ERS and constantly getting just overtaken and just not being able to keep it in people's DRS. As Lidicher is now on the back of Richie as well. Lidicher's joining the party with no time penalties. Lidicher's looking really good if he can get close. If he can keep it close to both of these people, he will be in a very good position to get lots of points for Williams along with Hatchback. As Shees is fighting with Richie. Richie gets back through. They don't want to fight too much though because they are inviting Lidicher right into this. As it's now up to 12 seconds. The gap is now up to 12 seconds. Hatchback and his wets. Hatchback's left. Hatchback's game must have crashed. Hatchback's game has crashed. Hatchback is now on AI. This is horrible. This is horrible as Pingnan goes through on Hatchback. This is awful. Simon has just potentially been gifted this race win. But can Pingnan be faster than Hatchback? That is the question. Hatchback is going to lose so much time, but luckily he has a nice big gap to Galaxy. But he needs to get his game started because he will lose so much time here. Look, he's already lost nearly 2 seconds to Galaxy. He's already lost 2 seconds to Pinglan. But now it's Simon. But Pinglan has a 3-second time penalty. So Simon now has this race lead in the bag. He just needs to make it home without losing. With being over 11 seconds ahead of Pinglan. Which he definitely is already. Oh wow, yes, Snowballs, you know how that feels. As Richie gets back past Shees here in this kite battle here. But Galaxy, look how much time Galaxy is gaining on Hatchback. Can Hatchback get his game restarted before Galaxy gets close enough and pulls 3 seconds? Suddenly, Galaxy's looking at a podium position here due to Hatchback's DNF. Well, DSQ, disconnection. There we go. I'll get the word eventually. But Pinglan can't keep it in with Simon. These softs are going to be worn compared to Simon's. As can it stop giving us the TV onboard, please? Thank you. But She's struggling to keep it with Richie here. Someone is coming out the pits. Jerv is coming out the pits here, but he's ghosted though as he is a lapped car. So She's will just go straight through him. But yeah, but Hatchback now 7 seconds behind Pinglan and only 3 seconds away. Oh wait, is he still ghosted? I can't tell. Is he still ghosted? Let me switch to TV pod. Yeah, he's still ghosted. Galaxy could be looking at a podium position due to Hatchback's DC. This is so unfortunate for Hatchback. What an unfortunate time to DC. He might only drop to P4, but this could be looking for a double Ferrari-powered podium here, which is incredibly unfortunate for the Williams. Hatchback looking so good to win this race. Now looking like he's not even going to finish on the podium due to wet weather, due to having a wet weather setup in the dry, and also due to his internet, as Galaxy is now in DRS range and will probably overtake him before we even get to DRS. As yeah, there goes Galaxy ghosting through the Williams car there. And now, can Richie catch Hatchback and pull 6 seconds on him? And look at this whole gaggle of cars here. Look how close this battle is. Wow. This is nearly a 5-car battle if Shade can get involved. Imagine if Hatchback drops through all of these cars. How unfortunate would that be? As it is only 4 seconds to Hatchback. And that is basically how much they close up in a lap, almost. But there is plenty of time penalties. But wow, Hatchback, I feel very, very sorry for this man. This man has had such an unfortunate time. But we will definitely have an interview with him to ask how he feels about this. But yeah, Simon definitely looking. Let's have a look. Have a look at the positions gained. Simon has not gained any, but Pinglen up 4 positions. She's up 5. Very impressive on both of these drivers. And I want to ask the Twitch chat, who do you think is your driver of the day? Looking at these position changes, well, we still have a big battle on. I want to know as we're heading to the end of this race. So we think Pinglen, Simon, Pinglen looking to be driver of the day here. Not that Simon, the other Simon. Who's the other Simon? Who's the other Simon? There is only one Simon. Do you mean Shade? Is Shade the other Simon? Oh, She's is up to P5. Wow, She's is on an absolute charge. She's looking to get past Richie, looking to make 7 positions up, looking to go from P11 to P4 here. Very impressive from this man. Look at this absolute ding-dong battle for P4. Simon Gaza as driver of the day. Let's have a look at these time penalties. But Lilic is still looking really good. If he can keep it close to Richie, he's looking good for P4. As Hatchback down to P7, looking to go down to P8. And then hopefully that'll be the end of the torture for this man. The most unfortunate driver down in P7. Wow, I'm very, very, very sad for this man. But She's though, what a drive from this man, up 6 positions, and Pinglen as well. I'm very impressed with both of these drivers. Pinglen running very wide there, pushing very hard, but Simon is going to come through to win this race. What a drive from the man to keep ahead of I mean, the amount of penalties this man has got is insane. But he has managed to keep it. He's managed to keep it. He's managed to keep it ahead. He's managed to do super well. And here he is, the driver that we're all looking at to come and win this race after Hatchback's total dominance in qualifying and the wet weather. Simon comes across the line to win the first race of Tier 3 ever. Impressive drive from him. And it's Pinglen looking to come through, but She's is looking to get past Richie. However, due to these penalties, Richie's going to drop back anyway. As here comes Pinglen now to get the 2nd podium spot. And here comes Galaxy from nowhere due to Hatchback's unfortunate disconnection. It's a double Ferrari powered podium. It's Simon, Pinglen and Galaxy are your P3. Hatchbacks can get internet of the day. How unfortunate for him. Richie is going to drop down to be... Still good points for Williams though. Illicha P4, Richie P5, Shade P6 unfortunately, as he must have got extra penalties. Hatchback P7 after that, unfortunate. She's nearly got Hatchback as well. Wow, only a 10th off. Tib, Dopey in P10, and I believe Dopey has the fastest lap, so Dopey will get that fastest lap point. So good points for Williams there. But Simon is up in P1 there.